What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mewn Trading. Listen, this is going to be an absolute masterclass in TA and technical analysis. Um, if you struggle with emotion, if you make mistakes, if you're kind of making bad trades, trust me, watch this because so do I, and so do a lot of people. And I'm going to go through the psychology of this and show you guys where I fucked up, where I made mistakes, and hopefully we can all learn together here. So, flat out, I was wrong, right? Bitcoin ETF. I mean, me like everybody else, we're expecting a rip to like $70,000, $60,000 or something from the Bitcoin ETF, and that is pure emotion, pure fucking emotion. And the old saying is, if 95% of traders lose, and 95% of people are calling for a massive rip in price from the ETF, then what's going to happen, right? The price is going to dump. People are going to get wrecked. And that is just pure emotion, expecting trading off the ETF. And guilty, 100% guilty. Um, Long term, is it bullish for Bitcoin? Absolutely. But if you just, it's like this is like a language, right? I only speak English. I live in Quebec. People assume I speak French. I only speak English. But when I look at a chart, I can read the chart like a fucking language. And despite that, it's still so fucking hard to overcome emotions and trade emotionless. I've been doing this for like 7 years and I still make mistakes all the time. And I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off at myself. And you'll see why in this video, because it's so fucking clear. If you understand TA and you're like a robot and you don't use emotions, it's so obvious. And this was so beautiful in terms of TA, what we did. So I'm going to go over, I guess the last week here and show you how absolutely perfect this was from a TA standpoint. And yeah, so let's get into it. So, like I said, we're all expecting the price to pump from the ETF, right? Pure emotion. There's no reason to think like that. If you just turn off the Twitter, turn off the news, and just look at the charts, everything is in the charts. And what do I mean by that? If you take a Fibonacci from the all-time high down to the 15K low, what do you see? Look at this. The 618 and the previous monthly point of control, which was from this area, line up perfectly. Look what happened. Look what price did. This is the most obvious short I have ever seen in my fucking life. This is a short 100 times out of 100 when you see this. Let's go on a lower time frame. The most obvious fucking short I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't take this short. I watched it in real time. I'm looking at the chart. I'm thinking, man, this is a really good short right now. Right on this candle as it's happening. And I didn't take the short. Why? Because I'm emotional. Because ETF, we're going to the moon. Wrong. You're going to get fucked. So mistake number one. I missed the most obvious fucking trade I've ever seen in my life. This is a short. Everybody and their dog should have shorted this. It is so obvious if you separate emotion. And you can say, well, this is in hindsight. No, I knew at the time that this is an amazing short, and I still didn't pull the trigger. All right? Mistake number one. And we dump, as we should. This is the biggest, and I told people, I didn't bring up the chat to get it ready here, but I've told people, listen, the 49K area, this green zone, this golden pocket zone, is the most significant resistance in Bitcoin right now. Now, was I hoping and was I thinking that the ETF is we're just going to rip right through this? Absolutely. And that's what I expected to happen. Stupid me. Pure emotion. Got wrecked, right? So I didn't short this. I missed out. I got stopped out of my longs. I was in longs from like down here. I took a little bit of profit, then I got stopped out on the rest. And we dumped. So now I'm thinking, okay, now we're in this range here. And one thing I like looking at, but here's mistake number two, is I like looking at these heat maps. I don't pay for this. I just use like a YouTube live stream. But these are good in a way to see where the whales are putting their orders. But it's not guaranteed, right? These could get pulled. These could get moved around. But I like looking where liquidity is just to get an idea. And at the time, around here, actually before we dumped, yeah, it was right around here. There was massive amounts of orders around $44,000. So I said to everybody, we're going to 44K. For sure. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop at 44K, right? So here's mistake number 2 I made. I put limit orders around $44,000 and they got filled. Well, guess what? Got wrecked. Why the fuck would I put limit orders at $44,000? Again, pure emotion. I'm thinking, oh, we're going to hit 44, grab that liquidity, and pump to the moon because of the ETF. No. I knew we were going to a 44K, but there's no reason for me to long it, right? There's no reason. There's nothing to say it won't keep dumping. And that's exactly what happened. Mistake number 2, got wrecked. So now I'm thinking, and I'm watching this, now in a separate emotion, just thinking, okay, now where is a good trade? Where is a good long here? And I had these levels around 43.6 to 43.9. And let's go on a higher time frame here. So what these were, I love this range, these range things. So it's from around here. Yeah, see the value area high, value area low. And so I'm thinking around 44, 30, 43.9 or something we hit. And sure enough, if you look on the hourly, and I saw this, to me, this is the long on this candle here. Now I'm thinking, and I didn't take this long, but I'm in orders around here. I'm like, okay, this is a decent long. Like there's some confluence here. I would take this long. It's probably not the best, but I would take this long. And sure enough, you would have got stopped out. We struggled and we dumped. And now again, from a pure TA standpoint, you got to think, okay, so we had that value area high. If you come into a value area, even a previous one, right, and you find resistance like we did, what's the target? Well, the target is the low of that value area. Almost certainty. High to low, low to high. That's how it goes. And that's exactly what happened. We didn't find support here. We ripped right through. And look where we hit. We hit the range value area low. Fucking perfect. TA at its fucking finest. Rejected off the point of control, off the 618. Got into this value area. Hit the bottom. What, like, in terms of TA, this is 100% accurate. If you know TA, like, this is perfect. And now the updated one, look at this. It's beautiful. It's absolutely fucking beautiful. And I'm pissed off I didn't long down here. I got on longs up here like a fucking idiot because I'm emotional instead of waiting for a good opportunity. And then, just to, kick me while I'm down, if you watch some of my previous videos, I love divergences, especially on the lower time frames for entries. Look at this. Look what we got here. Holy shit fucking balls. Look at this beautiful bullish divergence at the bottom here. You get in on any of these candles, you're up, you're up 3% or so. And you'd still be up. So again, all emotions aside, right here, 100% along all day, every day. Bounce off the value area low, bullish divergence. This is a long every day of the week, right? And you could have taken profit or still be in the trade by now. I'm so pissed off at myself for after doing this for 7 years. I still make fucking mistakes. I should be in a long from here, right? It's just frustrating. And I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people make mistakes like this. So again, if you understand TA, it's beautiful, but at the same time, it pisses me off so much, right? So now, that's that. Now we're just kind of going sideways here. We got kind of a bear flag playing out here. Now I got to think, okay, where are we going next? What's likely? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really like how this looks. We have a bearish divergence on the weekly. It's really, really obvious on the daily here. Look at this. Look how obvious this is. Making higher highs, making lower highs on the RSI. That's extremely not good. Not good, Look at this bearish fucking weekly candle. That is so bearish. I don't know, guys. All emotions aside, I would love for this to just rip up. But you got to think, okay, this could be a topping out candle right here. It's possible we come back up and break this, sure, but you gotta have some goals in mind and where do I think this could go? Where do I think this could go? Well, I don't think we're going to see below 30K. I'm going to be honest with you. But you know what is juicy to me? Look how juicy this is on the 4-hour chart here. All these lows, these are so fucking juicy to me, around $40,000. I would not be shocked to see Bitcoin come down here, take out all this liquidity, stop all these people out, maybe hit this weekly down here, and move up from there. $40,000 range, to me, makes the most sense. And if that doesn't hold, if that keeps going down, fuck me. Like, you know, we could see 34K, even 28K, which is super bearish. But this 40,000 zone would be like the next area I'm looking at the downside to look for longs. If you're not on a long already, I don't think I'd be longing now. I would have long, like I said, that initial drop, you'd be up like 3% right now. But right now it's kind of no man's land. Like this could come back up and you know, swing failure pattern or break through. In that case, another short. But this $40,000 range is fucking juicy to me. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something. Don't trade with emotion. Like it's you know, looking back and just taking a breath and just standing in awe of how perfect all the TA was in here. It's beautiful. And you know, if you can zen yourself and do a yoga pose so you don't enter stupid trades, you can make a fucking killing in this shit. You can make an absolute fucking life-changing money just by being patient. And that's one thing I really need to work on. I know a lot of you do too, because I see it all the time. You know, people getting wrecked and making dumb trades. So, but yeah, just at the end of the day, ignore the news. Bitcoin will go up. It's only a matter of time. You know, be patient and don't trade with emotion, guys. All right. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, tick the little bell, and may the charts be with you. Ciao.